Lons 2, Arsenal 1. We went 1-0 up, Kenny. We lost 2-1. David Raya. Is anyone calling him out tonight? Oh, he's levels above Ramsdale. Yeah, he probably is levels above Ramsdale, but you can criticise stupidness.
Oh, yeah? Trust me, Lee. I have to cut in. I'm afraid this is where you're missed on Twitter, because on Twitter, I can tell you categorically, he's getting absolutely roasted. Because
good, and rightly so. Because if that was Aaron Ramsdale, he'd get the same treatment, and rightly so as well.
See, that's the thing. The Aaron Ramsdale, it's not by Arsenal fans. It's the Aaron Ramsdale industry that are criticising him. The ones who are saying that he's better, that he was at fault. They're trying to say he's at fault for both goals. David Raya,
he won't at fault for the second goal.
Yeah, definitely.
Saliba, by the way, right? And let me just say this real quick. Yeah, I know it's your fan cam. Make sure you follow Kenny Ken 1972 on Insta, right? But let me just say this, yeah, right? The only player for me, and we're going to do player ratings shortly, right? So don't give it all away. For me, the only player that walks off of that pitch tonight with any credibility in the bank, Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu, yes. Right? That guy was quality, yeah? And on another day, he scores as well, right? To put us 2-1 up. But anyway, William Saliba, right? William Saliba tonight, yeah? I love Saliba. I think he's been brilliant, right? Why is he trying to go and cuddle the goalkeeper? Why aren't you engaging the guys? Zinchenko gets cooked. Yeah, Odegaard tonight. What? Everyone's waffling about Kai Havertz. Oh, that penalty will give him confidence. Really? He's stunk. Yeah, every single player on that pitch. Jesus started so lively, so bubbly, so great. Trossard, by the way, who I've put out there.
Sorry, it wasn't
our best player. He was the worst player on the pitch tonight. He should have been hooked at half time.
He might as well have been hooked last time. But one thing about it is the biggest elephant in the room is you could say that Saka should be rested. Fair enough. But I've been saying this for a long time, and I'm not going to say I told you so, but I'm telling you right now, what you saw today was was a litany of facts. Fact one: as soon as Saka leaves the field, there is no attacking threat, no pace. Without Saka and Martinelli, in that front three, you might as well forget it. You're not breaking teams down. You're not penetrating them. These are just facts. Fact two: if anyone there comes up to me and says that we've got a deep squad and that is gargantuan, I'm going to slap them. The reason I'm going to slap them is because if they use that pathetic word is because one reason why they deserve a slap. I've been saying for ages under this manager that there's a discernible gap between our first 11 and the second string, and people will not have it. And we saw today the discernible gap between our first 11 and our top players. Look at the fact: no Martinelli, no Saka. The second string are not good enough. They've got no pace whatsoever. Now, people say, yeah, but Reece Nelson, he did a bit. Reece Nelson, for me, showed me today and showed me over the last few weeks why it wasn't a great idea for him to get a new contract. Don't get him wrong. He scored last week. He had a goal he should have, that he could have put away. The fact is, he offers nothing in that position on the left, or even he is still playing as though he made his debut for Arsenal. Now, as far as I know, Reece Nelson made his debut about 4.5 years ago. He's not, and he was Reece. He hasn't progressed one bit. And then let's get to the situation with Vieira when he came on. You might as well. Yeah, but that's the thing. If you're going, the only way Vieira gets in that team is if you have the balls, you take off Kai Havertz, or you play Vieira in the Odegaard position. To play Vieira on the left was an embarrassment. And the worst thing about it was the players knew that because we never gave him the ball, because he knew that, one, he wouldn't be able to get back in defensive areas, and two, he wouldn't be able to get that pace to get him behind the Lens defence. that's another situation. Kai Havertz is just a waste of time, man. He's a waste of time.
Yeah.
He's a waste of time. And you know the thing that really annoys me about it is not the fact he's a waste of time, that even when he's in good positions, they don't pass him the ball. So what that tells me, he doesn't have the respect of his teammates. He doesn't have the trust of his teammates because, and there was another reason. He's left-footed. He is left-footed. So you would have thought that he would have taken a shot at his left foot and gone straight, try to put the ball straight down the Lens goalie's throat. But he didn't. He gives the ball to Trossard, and Trossard cuts in. Yes, he's a good. He loses his foot and he makes a save. But I'm looking at you. I'm thinking, hang on here. You've played false number 9 for part of your career. You've played at advanced areas, and yet you offer no goal threat. I'm sorry, but it's only 8 games in, and it's only like the 3rd of October. But I'm sorry, if people are slagging off Onana and saying he's a waste of money, then this Kai Havertz is just as much a waste of money, because enough's enough now.
And do you know what's crazy with Havertz as well, Kenny, right? We spent 65 million on him, right? 60 plus add-ons, yeah? Right? We could have gone and got Matthias Nunes for the same money. We could have put a bid in for Paqueta. I know West Ham were trying to highball Man City, but there's a midfielder out there that is comfortable. That's his position. He's done it since he was 5 years old, all the way through youth level, up into professional level. And now I keep getting told, and you keep getting told, and everyone gets told. But off the ball, Kai Havertz, okay, cool. No, when a player has the ball, the other 21 players, when a player has the ball, Kenny, sorry, mate. When a player has the ball, the other 21 are off the ball. Why are we making an exception for this guy off the ball when one player has the ball, the 21 are off the ball?
Yeah, the thing is, off the ball only works if you're playing at pace and you're on the front foot. But when you're playing in Europe, there's no such off the ball. It works to a certain extent, but the way we're playing is that we can't play that kind of style that we play in the league in Europe, because it's just not going to work. Even if we had a Martinelli, even if we had a fit Saka, the fact is, I always said in Europe that'll be our litmus test. You can just about get away with playing like that in the Premier League because of our levels of fitness and because of our levels of recovery in terms of like going a goal down and be able to go and win it. We can get away with that. In Europe, we couldn't get away with that. Because if people are going to look at the stats and they say, right, Arsenal had about 67% of the possession, but seriously, they did nothing with this possession. They never won any second balls. Whenever a lot of their passes got intercepted, what happens is that when the passes got intercepted, there's the phase of play. Look at the first goal. Raya kicks the ball out. Now, I'm not too funny, right? There's nothing wrong with what he's done because that's how he's told to play. So he's going to carry it because he didn't stop him from doing it after he conceded the first goal. But what happens is that the biggest elephant in the room was, where was Declan Rice for Thomas's goal?
That was his worst performance tonight.
Everyone talks about Declan Rice in positive tones, but one part of that job is his defensive job. He was not on his toes because I don't care what anyone says. If you have to be prepared for mistakes to be made, which means the second and phases of play, that's where you win matches. You don't win it in the first phase of play. That's just playing it safe. The second and first phase of play, all mistakes by our defenders, not getting close enough. What about the header? Header that Fahey won. He shouldn't have been one in that header. Who was on him? Who was on it? Was it Saliba or Gabriel? Either way, they've lost out. And then Declan Rice doesn't pick and win that goal. Look what the second goal, where they didn't kick the ball long. They just played.
Yeah, absolutely. Zinchenko. Right?
Yeah,
and then Saliba's running towards his own goal. Go and engage him. Yeah, Declan Rice is just jogging.
But hang on here. Every time we try to play, we try to make passes in that first half, we got intercepted. And then the second half, which proved my point about the gap in quality, from our first choice front three to our second choice front three, they were pushing up because they knew no pace was going to come from them. And even when they brought Eddie on, who's got a bit of pace, and brought Nason on, who allegedly has pace, They haven't got the quality. So, do people genuinely believe that we're going to compete in Europe and compete for the league with that squad? Not a chance. Like, you look on Sunday right now, you ain't going to like what I'm going to say. If Saka is 80% fit, I'll play him. Because I'll tell you one thing, Saka's a much bigger loss to us than Rodri and De Bruyne is to Man City.
Yeah,
because
facts.
Man City have an excellent second string where they're still going to play the same way and the quality doesn't get affected. Yeah, teams are going to, try and give their all and play the game of their lives, in which you have to do play
They
Man
got
City.
Bernardo back. They got Stones back. Grealish
Yeah,
on the left. Doku could go on the right.
Exactly.
Foden, Alvarez.
That's it. And if you notice, right, Alvarez, you know where they played the Mahrez, the left-footed right-footed option. He's now got Alvarez playing down at the right-hand side, where Alvarez is not a winger. He's a goal threat. So formation-wise, when I have the ball, it's 4-3-3. When Man City in attack, it's 4-4-2 because Alvarez supports wins the second bits of my guy. What you know what I mean, of their best player. He wins the seconds. You know what I mean. Haaland, he gets Haaland scraps. Or what happens is Haaland makes runs, takes defenders out of the way, and then he puts the ball in there, and that's even more dangerous than what they were before. Their front three still got quality. Their midfield still has quality without De Bruyne.
Yeah. And the thing is, Kenny, right? Arsenal Twitter have posted out heads up onto the next, right? I see Man City fans. I've seen Man City fans, and I know they're not so vocal online as Arsenal and other clubs there. They have been scathing of Erling Haaland at the weekend. I have not heard one Man City fan crying like Liverpool fans. Not one Man City fan crying that Chan should have been sent off, right? But ended up scoring the winner. They are more like, yo, Haaland did nothing in that game. Doku was rubbish. This guy, Phillips, what ball watching. And that is the difference. There's accountability in that fan base, which is why the standards have been hit. Now they hold the standards. With us, it's a whole new podcast. We're going to wrap this up. But with us, heads up on to the next.
Let me tell you something now. The reason why there's no standards with our fan base is two reasons. One, there's a lot of, as I said before, a lot of the fans want to be journalists. They want to go at the FIFA awards. They want to, like I said, interview players. They want to go on Sky Sports. They want to get the big man's agent, so that agent can get them onto Soccer Saturday Social. And then you've got, and I'm sad to say it, you've got xenophobic Arsenal fans. A lot of the criticism of Raya is xenophobia at its best, and I stand by it, because let's cut the crap here. Ramsdale will stink their place out. Silence. Southampton, silence. Fulham, silence. Man City,
it's how TNT didn't pan the camera to Ramsdale tonight.
Yeah.
Sky Sports did, though. Yeah, Sky Sports did. Every time Raya makes a save, they're on Ramsdale tonight. Ramsdale sat on the bench. TNT, a different network, of course.
But if you listen to Ben Foster, the Sky and the Referees Association and the clubs, they are basically in bed with Sky, are in bed with the Referees Association, and they're in bed with the football clubs. Now TNT do not show as many matches as Sky. TNT just show one English Premiership game a week, plus they show the Champions League. They don't have to get in bed with the other clubs. It'd be nice if they did, but Sky are the ones with the relationship. But all I'm saying is the way Arsenal fans are trying getting around the narrative, and now saying, "Oh, maybe Aaron Ramsdale's not bad after all," and trying to criticise people who've used the idea that Aaron Ramsdale's not good enough. I just think it's a disgrace. But you know what? Our fans have been a disgrace for years.
Oh, 100%. Listen, Kenny, that's a whole new podcast. We are going to wrap this up. We're going to do player ratings. Matty's fan cam's coming up next. Check mine out as well. Make sure you follow Kenny Kem 1972 on Insta. The link will be in
me, you and Jess
on Thursday. Yeah,
No,
Thursday?
I mean on fan camp, on player ratings.
No, Jez is not available. I'll tell you why after. Yeah, but
All
me,
right.
you, and Matty. But listen, we're out of here, people. Adios.
Okay.